How's it going, guys? Wap here with my first official guide. This one being the Abyss. I've only been using it for a couple hours, but I've been looking at quite a few other guides, and there's quite a few things that I think that they could do differently, and I guess I'm gonna give it a shot and give specific examples with banking, actually using the altar and whatnot. So first of all, your setup. You're going to want to have Spotted Cape, obviously, if you have 40 Hunter, and Boots of Lightness. I personally recommend using Hunter gear, some sort of either Larupia or Kayet or Grok, one or the other. Square Shield, Rune Square Shield is always nice. It weighs almost nothing, and it works pretty well. Spottier Cape, if you have it, if you have a Spottier Cape, you can probably use Dragon Hide, which is better defense, but I don't feel like doing that. Ugh, no. I hate when you advertise a price and nobody actually lets you do it. Okay, so the initial inventory, you're going to want to have your pouches in this second to the last row, so that when you right-click on them, if you click on the bottom, it's right there on empty. It makes it a lot easier when you actually get to the altar. And I recommend having a couple teleport tabs or so. Just in case you start to get PK'd, it's a good way to get out. So, your inventory, let's see here. I don't know who that guy is. Stats, you're going to want to have at least probably 50 mining. I use a mithril pickaxe because it weighs less. You're going to want to have at least 50 agility, most likely. With 50 agility, yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. And also, you'll want to have at least decent defense and HP level so that you can at least survive in the Abyss. And pretty much at least be able to craft cosmic runes before it's even worth going to the Abyss. So yeah, a traditional banking trip, if you need super energy, you want to have your bank set up like this. Have super energy down here, and your pure essence right up here on the corner, and have your glories here. I am almost out of glories, so I'm going to have to recharge them. I'll show the method for doing that later. You're going to want to have rings of dueling and games necklaces all in the same general area. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, but just in the same general area. And some source of food, most likely lobsters, or shark, or something like that. So, traditional banking trip, you're just going to grab the super energy, grab the pure essence, fill those up, go back in, and then grab more pure essence and close, and then just start running north. I don't actually need the energies. If you have regular energy potions, you're probably going to need to do that every trip. If you use super energies like me, you'll probably have to do it every other or every 3 trips. So just cross the ditch, head north until you reach the mage, and right click and hit teleport. And once you actually get into the Abyss, you're going to want to go to whatever the nearest thing is. There's rocks are for mining, and there's the holes to squeeze through for agility, and then there's eyes to distract for thieving. And pretty much just go to whichever one is closer. If your levels are somewhat equal, it'll be about the same. Alright, so once you get past those, you might have to do multiple attempts because sometimes you fail. Well, also while you're doing those, you are completely invulnerable to damage, so you want to kind of spam click it a little bit so that you don't get hurt very often. So once you do that, most of the good runes are in the north section. You see there's law runes, death runes, chaos runes, and nature runes, which is what I'm doing right now. So you just right click on it, or just click on it, go through the riff. And once you're in here, the most efficient way I've found for emptying your pouches, if you don't want to use mouse keys, is when you click, you want to right click on it, empty, and then wait until your hand goes down on your character. And then have this highlighted over empty and have your mouse actually moved over the next pouch. So then you just click, right click again, and then click again, and it will empty both pouches in a matter of a second. So that's good. And then just simply teleport back to Edgeville and repeat the process. Again, if you have a super energy and you're at around my agility level, you will probably only need one when your energy falls below 40 or so. So you don't need one every trip. That's pretty much it. I will show several other different scenarios for different things that you'll run into while you're Abyss runecrafting when I get to them. One situation that you'll come across is that you need to get food because you were damaged on the way to the altar. So for banking this, it's quite simple. You just want to grab the energy potion, grab a lobster, eat the lobster. While you're eating it, fill up the potion, or fill up the pouches, and then just head on your way exactly the same way that you would normally do it. It's pretty simple. Another thing that will inevitably happen is your Amulet of Glory will run out of charge. No problem. All you do when you teleport here, you just remove your Amulet of Glory. You want to grab another one, grab an energy potion if you need it, or food if you need it. Re-equip your Amulet of Glory before you go back into the bank, get your pure essence, and be on your way. Another situation that you're most likely going to face while you're in the Abyss is crafting an inventory, going to teleport, and realizing that you forgot to charge your glory. If this happens, this is where the Ring of Dueling comes in hand. You always want to have one. Just teleport to Castle Wars. When you get there, take off your glory, and repeat as normal. Just grab another glory, put it on while you're filling your pouches, grab more of them, and then teleport back to Edgeville, and continue runecrafting as normal. Alright, so this is another situation that you're going to run in while you're Abyss crafting. When you're down to just one Amulet of Glory that's fully charged, this is how a trip is supposed to look. When you get back, you go to Edgeville, take off your glory, and you want to bank. This is where the Games Necklace comes in handy. You already have your Ring of Dueling on. Put a Games Necklace on, and do your trip as normal. If you need an energy potion, obviously grab it. And if you need food, then also obviously do that. Don't just ignore that. So, you want to do your trip just as normal. Except instead, this time, you want to use the Ring of Dueling to teleport to Castle Wars. And then what you want to do is use the bank here, put your nature runes in there, grab an energy potion, scroll down to the bottom of your bank, and grab all of your Amulets of Glory. Use the Games Necklace to teleport to Birth Rope. Now, in order to do this, you must have done the Heroes Quest. I will add an annotation for the beginning because obviously that's a very important requirement. I wouldn't even recommend trying to do the Abyss mini quest and even runecraft like this if you haven't done that quest, because charging your Amulets of Glory through other players, unless you have a very reliable friend, is going to be incredibly expensive, and it's not even going to be worth runecrafting. So the more glories the better. Definitely you want to I would suggest having at least 5, or else coming down here to charge them is going to get tedious. So once you get over here to the Heroes Guild, you want to go over here and use the Amulets of Glory on the fountain that's over there. And that will recharge all of them. You only have to click once, and that will recharge all of them. Use the amulet. Go to Edgeville, and continue runecrafting as normal. You know, use a energy potion if you need one. I do not at the time. Scroll back up, and hardly miss a beat. So that's a situation that will happen pretty often. I suggest that you have as many glories as you can afford, while also being able to buy essence, so that you can make sure that you don't have to do that as often, because it wastes time, wastes experience, and, of course, wastes money. One final message that you will receive while doing this is that your runecrafting pouch has decayed through use. When this happens, the pouch can only hold half as much essence, and if you continue to use it, it will eventually degrade and be able to hold no essence. So, when this happens, fear not, it's very simple to fix. Again, just do the run the way you normally would, bring the pouch back down to where it would go, and this time when you get to the inner circle, instead of going straight to the altar, you want to go to the place in the middle where the wizard is currently sitting, and perpetually always sitting, and you simply talk to him, go through a couple dialogue options, and he repairs them for free, and you can get back to your runecrafting. This method will have to be used at some point when you're runecrafting, whether you're using the Abyss or not, and It gets kind of annoying if you aren't using the Abyss, because you have to, stop what you're doing, grab a glory, and teleport to the Abyss. So that's why I always would recommend just using the Abyss to runecraft. So as you see, when you go here, it's not very far out of the way at all. You just go here, talk to him. You want to click talk, hit the bottom option both times, and there you go. He repairs it for you. And from every trip after this, it will work again. I think it lasts, I believe, 44 trips before it degrades. So it doesn't happen very often. It's only a minor inconvenience. I guess it's to stop bots or something. Although I don't know why bots would be using the Abyss anyway. So that's pretty much all there is to it for Abyss runecrafting. It's it's fairly complicated as compared to the other ways of doing it, but in general, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot faster, a lot more efficient, and I think overall a lot more fun. So I hope you enjoyed.